Here's 7 things that I've learned over the last 13 years in successfully helping people reach their weight loss and fitness goals. When it comes to our diet and nutrition, I believe there's 4 things we need to focus on, and I call these things the 4 principles of good nutrition. Principle 1 is know and control your calories. A calorie is the body's source of energy, and we get our calories from the food and drink we consume. Chances are, if we are overweight, we are over-consuming on the calories and creating energy reserves, aka fat. To lose weight, we need to create a calorie deficit. This means eating less than we are burning, so our body uses up those energy reserves, the fat. To work out your calorie consumption, what you need to do is get your weight in pounds and times it by 10. So say you're 170 pounds, 170 times 10 is 1,700 calories. Try and consume 1,700 calories each day. Track your progress over a week or 2. If the scale is not going in the right direction, try and eat a little bit less and see how you progress from there. Principle 2 is optimize protein. When it comes to weight loss, we want to lose fat, but we need to preserve muscle. Muscle is what gives us that nice body shape. Protein helps preserve muscle, but also keeps us fuller for longer, as it takes longer to digest than it would, say, carbohydrates. I found aiming for anywhere from a 0.7 to a 0.9 grams of protein per pound of body weight works for weight loss. To work out your protein intake, take your goal weight in pounds and times it by 0.7. So say your goal weight is 150 pounds, you do 150 times 0.7, and this equals 105 grams of protein. As a bit of a rough guide, so you get an idea of what this looks like in food, if we were to get our protein from just meat, now be aware, we get protein from other sources, and it's not just meat, but this is just for an example. If we were to get those 105 grams of protein from just meat, that would be roughly 472 grams a day of meat. Principle 3, eat at least 200 grams a day. This is where I find most people go wrong. They forget the little guys, the micronutrients, the vitamins and minerals that we get from fruit and vegetables. These fruit and vegetables help keep us healthy, but it also helps the body perform optimally. Eating more fruit and vegetables are good for weight loss as well, because we still get the same amount of volume of food with less calories than what we would do eating other types of food. Eating between 2.5 to 10 servings a day is what's recommended. Each serving is 80 grams, so we need to eat anywhere from 200 grams all the way up to 800 grams a day. And the last thing we need to focus on when it comes to our nutrition is limiting our processed food. When it comes to our food, I found the clients who get the best result are the clients who focus on eating whole foods. The more processed the food, typically the more additives it has to it, the higher in calories it is, and typically the more sugar it has, so it's less nutrient rich. Processed foods come on a continuum from whole foods all the way to highly processed foods or ultra processed foods. We want to try and stay as close to the whole foods as possible. The next 2 principles are all about our fitness and our movement, and I call these the 2 to-dos of fitness. Principle 5, we want to move for at least 21 minutes a day. It doesn't matter too much of what type of movement we get in, as long as we're getting the movement in, that is more important. We could do anything from walking, playing sports, riding a bike, exercise classes, something you enjoy doing. The more variety you get in, the better. It's also probably a good idea that at least one of those sessions is at a high intensity, something which really gets that heart rate going and gets the body sweating. Principle 6, we want to focus on strength and mobility at least twice a week. The stronger we are, the more capable we tend to be. The more mobile they are, the more things we tend to be able to do. I like to think of strength as a glass. The stronger we are, the bigger and sturdier the glass will be. The more mobile we are, the more fluids we can put into the glass. By strength training, we build muscle. The more muscle we have, technically, the better body shape we'll have. And also, muscle is an active tissue. So what this means is it burns calories at rest. So the more muscle we have, the more calories we'll be burning. We look better, we move better, we feel better, and we burn more calories. So make sure you're strength training at least twice a week. And the last principle, principle number 7, we want to develop a consistent sleep routine. Sleep is absolutely massive when it comes to our health and our weight loss in particular. And it does get overlooked quite often. In an ideal world, we would be sleeping from anywhere from 7.5 to 9 hours a night, and would have a consistent bedtime. Clients who are able to do this typically get better weight loss results and fitness results than clients who can't. If you can't sleep that long, don't worry. Just focus on trying to be as consistent as possible with your bedtimes, and you'll start getting some benefits from there. A couple of reasons sleep is so important when it comes to our weight loss is 1, it controls our hormones. One of the hormones in particular which we need to be aware of is our leptin levels, okay? Leptin is basically responsible for telling our body how full we are after we eat them. And after a bad night's sleep, our leptin levels seem to be decreased. And then that way, when we eat, we don't really get the message that we are full, which technically could lead to overeating and weight gain. Lack of sleep can also heighten cravings for high calorific, sugary, and fatty foods. And sleep is also essential for maintaining a healthy metabolism. Inconsistent sleep can slow down our BMR, which is our basal metabolic rate, which means fewer calories are burned at rest. This makes weight loss even more challenging, even if you are maintaining good exercise and nutrition. Sleep is extremely important, and I can't stress this enough when it comes to weight loss and just general health. So just try and be as consistent as you can with your sleep. So there's the 7 things I believe that we should focus on for a successful weight loss journey. You can do more, you can do less, or you can use a totally different strategy. These are just 7 things which I found from my experience that work. If you have any weight loss or fitness questions that you would like answering, I would love to hear them. Either pop them in the comments below or direct message me on any of my social media channels at Coach Jack Stacey. Until the next video, goodbye.